Spencer, as a group, you guys had so many opportunities to cut into that lead, and it was a one-point game in that fourth quarter. What do you make of just what was like the biggest difference maker that didn't allow you guys to maintain the lead?
I mean, I know personally I had a turnover during that stretch. We missed shots. And again, I mean, I think we're a group that's still learning. We're down 3 starters and playing the best team in the league on the second night of a back-to-back. Sometimes closing and continuing to learn and, relying, obviously, with Ben out too, relying on Mikal and Cam to close it for us. We just came a little bit short.
A positive is just having only 6 turnovers as a group. That's been the thing that you guys have talked about cleaning that up. Were you guys able to fight through when things were going well, when you all were going on your run, that allowed you guys to find the offensive flow? What was working so well?
Again, I mean, I think Lonnie getting downhill has been great for us. Dorian being a pick and pop center effectively, right? I think has been great for us. And then Mikal and Cam have been dynamic all year. So I think with those 4 really adding their imprint on our offense and shooting the ball at a high level have made us pretty dynamic this season. I know prior to this game, I think we were like, 4th or something like that, with either total offense or 3-pointers or something like that. And, those guys are shooting phenomenally.
Spencer, you and Cam kept each guys close, I think, within 3 after 3 quarters. In the fourth, I think you guys got within 1. Was it just a matter of Tatum getting loose, or was it just, what do you think was the difference in the fourth quarter for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think we're still learning to close games as a unit, as a group. Obviously, Boston has, for most of that team, right, has been in the fire together, and then obviously individually as well when you add Drew Holiday, who's already a champion, and Tatum's an MVP caliber guy. So, sometimes those type guys are, more often than not, right, are going to make plays.
And you mentioned just kind of learning how to close games. Obviously, you guys did do that on the road. So is it kind of a matter of just, is this part of the learning? Sometimes it's going to go. Sometimes it's, like you said, more learning, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, most of our games have had a pretty small margin. They've kind of been like game winner type of plays, right? If you look at Donovan Mitchell hitting the step back, and Zach LaVine missing the tip out, like those are, what if Donovan Mitchell misses? What if Zach LaVine makes it, right? Like, well, in these type of games and with how closely we're playing games, it's going to be like that sometimes. The only game that we've really been able to create any level of real distance was Charlotte.
Just how different was it tonight not playing with Ben Simmons? You kind of mentioned the growth. Was it kind of a adjustment, I guess, obviously, to not play with the guy who's been running the point all year? Yeah,
definitely. A different style without him out there. Obviously, we want to play with our, arguably best player at all times. Again, we're going to go as far as him and Mikal take us. And now, obviously, with Cam playing so well to start the season, those 3 for sure. And then definitely with Boston being a slightly bigger team, with D. White out and starting Horford and Porzingis, we sorely missed his rebounding as well.
You've had a really nice kind of pick and roll connection with Day'Ron. He had that lefty dunk today. I mean, He could always rebound offensively, especially. But what have you seen from him this year to be able to play 15 pretty solid minutes against a big Celtics front court and really help you guys out today?
I think he came in really focused and locked in the training camp. I heard that he had a phenomenal summer, stayed in Brooklyn for most of it. I think you just see it in the body of work. I mean, when we play certain like offensive rebounding games, things like that, he was effectively LeBron when those rule sets are in place. He's a lot stronger than you even think, and he already looks like a big, strong kid. Yeah, I mean, he's got a pretty varied skill set. He can even shoot a little bit, and hopefully he's able to show that as we go into this year. And just with playing pick and roll with a little bit more traditional big, obviously something that is familiar, in my career. And he's really receptive as a young guy. And like I said, he can do a little bit of everything. He really could pop and shoot threes if, he played enough. But finishing above the rim, and he's not scared of anything and takes a challenge every day. He's got a lot of talent.
Thanks, guys.
No problem.